Oh boy. Look, and then the other one in the background, spinning again, or Chris Buescher.
Pretty even. Oh, look at that. Guys getting checked up. Big contact back there. J.J. Ailey's around the 10, the 2, hard into the wall.
Oh, goodness. Kyle Busch involved. Big damage on the 18 as well. This is the concern about pitting and losing track position is the chaos on the starts. Huge damage to the 2. Just in the middle of 3 wide. McDowell's going to check up and then see what happens from here.
Looks like he gets a little bit loose. He's trying to save it. More and more contact.
But the 10 spins up in front. I'm going to have to watch it again to see how the 10 spun around. Was it contact from the fish?
Into the wall hard. And Austin Dillon for the second time. Around in turn 1, this time a hard contact.
Yeah,
that wall and fire under the hood.
It was a hard lick. Into the 45 of Reddick.
I'd like to get another look at that. It almost looked like Austin didn't know he was there, but
right.
That was just the first glance at it. Here we go. Yeah, I think he's expecting maybe that Reddick's going to be lower on the racetrack.
Yeah, that's 2 guys going.
You can keep your car straight. You're not going to let off until it's sideways and uncontrollable.
There you can see. Watch the 7 car get up on its side.
Oh, it's
All
upside
the
down.
way upside down.
Underneath Josh Berry.
And it's still sliding on its side all the way down the wall.
Yeah, he's going to finish the race.
Movement when he got pushed, and it unfortunately got him to the outside and opened that door. That is a huge hit.
Let's ride with Noah Gragson.
That gets the 5 in trouble. Here comes the energy. Bell filled that void, gives him a big shot. 5 gets turned around. Look, right there, he's in front of him and wins this Great American race. Had the 5 stayed in front of him, the 5's going to be the one when I think back of this race, he's going to be coulda, woulda, shoulda. Oh, so close.
Stenhouse won here in July 2017.
The 10 car back in the back of the 67 car, and you got to do it.
Go up there and pass William Byron.
Oh, he's spinning out.
Up into the wall goes Kyle Busch. And hard contact with the back of the car. The caution comes out with under 7 laps to go in the stage.
My goodness. Definitely like this car was suffering some sort of an issue. And I know we tried to point to many reasons why the balance would be affected the way it would.
Man, he's lucky that car didn't go over. And Chase Elliott just
minding his own business up on the outside. And Chastain, of course, with his car out of control, piles into Elliott and takes him out of the race.
hard into the wall with the driver's side of the race car. If you saw the left tire down, the way that car turned and spun out way early into the corner like that.
See, 2 laps to go after rookie Noah Gregson's crash.
You see him lift out of the gas, the flames, crowded chase, got into him. They saw some retaliation there.
Or did Keselowski get into the left rear corner of Elliott there?
I
As
saw
everybody tried
Elliott.
to
You
check
see
up.
Elliott lose his nose and lift out of the gas. Flames come out of the pipes.
Yep.
Chase it up, squeeze Chase into the wall, and I think the rest is self-explanatory.
Well,
you never know. No, as hard as he hit, you start bending them toe links and.
He's there. He's going to the inside. Oh, not much you can do there, but Gibbs is going to get some help. His teammate, Christopher Bell, the 20 car on the outside, Rick.
Yeah, the back end.
Oh!
Oh, into the wall hard goes Ryan Blaney off the nose of Ty Gibbs, and the big one happens behind him.
And it brought. I saw that car just wiggle just a little bit before. It's hard to tell right there that there's like a little bit of a kind of a move where the car looks like it's getting uncomfortable and out of control. Massive.
Huge hit.
Massive
Ryan
hit.
Blaney.
You saw that wall. That wall deflected, did a great job. But look at all the damage. That is a massive impact for Blaney.
Safer barrier has styrofoam behind the wall. And he hit it about as hard as we've seen someone hit a wall here.
I feel like there was some contact, and then another.
Right there. Right there.
Well, he's in the back of him.
Well, he's not quite there yet. He pushes him. They get away from each other. There's a little bit of.
Look, he's slowing down. He's lost power or something. All those guys behind him have nowhere to go. Now up the track, quick, speedy, rack and pinion steering. He gets behind on the steer.
He's by 4 to his help. By 1 to the 34. Check up. Stay up. We're wrecked.
Violent stuff. And
Crash! Two cars slam together, and Harrison Burton takes a wild ride through the grass and up into more traffic, gets tagged, turned around, and 5 cars in white car. And Brad Keselowski and he make contact.
Keselowski got to his rear bumper, just took a little bit of a love tap, turned him sideways, looked to me like he was on the left corner of that bumper, turned him right down into Harrison Burton.
Well, and it's just what we were talking about.
Oh,
Suarez!
Briscoe got into the back of Suarez, and he gets pounded.
Dang it.
Oh, Buescher's upside down.
I think he hooked a drain.
Todd Gilliland tried to go high and just didn't have enough room.
See, that right front wheel dug underneath the car, and that's what dug in and caused it to start flipping. Violent crash.
Now let's ride along with Daniel.
He thought was going to happen, but I'm with Clint. It almost appears that impact from Suarez
watch when it spins around right here. You see the right front. See it flip
right
over?
there.
Yeah.
Dug in.
Upper A-frame was broken. As soon as it rolled underneath the car, it dug in and sent that thing a-flipping. Wow. What a ride. A lot of work went into the safety of these race cars. See him crawl out of that thing. Hats off to everybody.
Whoa. I don't know. I saw the car look like it got loose. But maybe that was a correction from the tire going down. But I mean, you heard him on what he said, but it looked like the thing kind of got sideways on him and overcorrected.
It had a moment, but the way that thing darted to the wall, that
Rolls up big time. Elliott gets in the back of Haley. He comes down, gets into Bell. Look how close it was for Chase Elliott. Yeah. Barely missing that. So close.
Yeah, it actually started with Alex Bowman up there. He checked up really hard. See a lot of cars. Chase Briscoe spin himself out. Luckily, he spins himself out and is headed down towards the grass before those cars came down the racetrack. So lucky situation right there. You see Alex Bowman backed up right there, and it just accordions the back until they finally bottle up.
That was so close with Elliott and Bell right there. He almost clipped him.
Look at Ryan Blaney right in the middle of that. Gets rear-ended by Zane Smith. Underneath.
On the outside, he had him everywhere. Watch this accordion all the way up through him.
Oh yeah, you see the 38 car of Todd Gilliland actually pull up that red car right there with the generator logo on the front.
How did Elliott miss that? Gosh.
Wow.
Couldn't put the
bottom of the track, drifting up and get sideways, trying to correct it.
28 laps on his tires. I'm a little shocked he was running the bottom, unless he was just getting a feel or letting a car go. You saw the right rear pop, I think, sliding, right? So it definitely had air as he was spinning.
Yeah. What's he do with it? He goes for it, gets a massive block, as you knew you would. Almost turns Kurt Busch and everybody else. Open the door up for Ross Chastain to win the race.
And
Stega, baby.
Eric Jones went up to block, made the right move, but ended up 6th.
Great car, great job by him.
Depending on which side of the bumper Denny gets to, told Denny to calm down just a little bit back there. Denny said he was just trying to learn for later.
Oh no! Big crash on the back straightaway. Takes out, going to get swept up in this. Oh. Denny Hamlin, Christopher Bell gets into Burton. And that's a long slide on the asphalt into the safer barrier, hard for Byron.
Right here, you saw the flames come out and it checks the whole lineup.
4 wide.
Yes.
They start checking up. Accordion Stenhouse gets in the back of Hemrick, and then the worst one was Jimmy Johnson. Now, I will say, not much damage on that car.
He doesn't have a lot of damage, Clint, but if we can get a shot of the right front of Jimmy Johnson's car, it's going to come down to how low that splitter is. But you see all these cars check up, and Jimmy Johnson's at the back of the field, and they just check up harder than he expects, and just gets into the side of the 3 as they're trying to avoid the 31.
It's a huge run on the outside and a massive block by Austin Cindric to win this Daytona.
2 has the best momentum.
All right. So Stenhouse left his dancing partner. He went down, chose to go down and blocked it.
Whoa! Spinning around and into the fence goes Harvick, and it's a 7-car jam session.
Eric Jones is in it. Noah Gregson's in it.
And Bubba Wallace. Here comes Larson. Oh. Jammed up.
Larson had a huge run on the outside, and he was trying to slow that momentum.
Harvick. Oh, and around goes a couple cars. Preece upside down. He's barrel rolling through the grass. Ryan Preece upside down in the infield.
Going down the back straightaway, he makes a move or gets help from behind, and the car goes into the infield air. It just lifts right up off the ground. Violent wreck. It's a push from the 43 car, and it's airborne. I mean, I thought that maybe it hit, you know, the road course or some curbing or something on the.
That is so scary.
Remember, these cars are traveling at over 190 miles an hour.
We've seen barrel rolls, but when it climbs into the air, I mean, even right there, multiple flips.
10.
Every
10
time
flips.
it leaves the ground.
Up on the outside of Austin Cindric, but around he goes, hard into the wall.
That thing turned around quick.
It was light on its feet. You could tell it all didn't take much. He barely
admit to running as long as they can, but these guys
are wrecking trouble here, turn guys. 3. It's Bubba Wallace and Eric Jones.
Oh my goodness.
That's exactly what happened. You couldn't do that. They were single file.
We were talking about earlier over that tunnel. You see the back of those cars moving around. Look at that. See the back of the cars moving around, and as they're moving around, they come down and they're all connected in a they're not lined up, I guess is the best way to put it. It just gets them out of whack.
Now Denny Hamlin was to the inside. Somebody
just gets loose. I mean, it's so strange to see these guys lose the side force and not be able to really collect the car. Contact hard with the inside wall, really hard. That bend in the wall is for the access for the vehicles, as you see it on the right side of the screen.
Oh, crash! Stenhouse in the wall.
Should have known.
And Chris Buescher with him.
Comes around very fast. You have to imagine there had to have been a tire issue as the right rear tire is down right there. But the way that car come around so quickly here, we'll ride along. I don't know if it's the bump. It looked like the bump upset the car. But it's been difficult on these cars. I think the bumps are upsetting the cars and the guys are wrecking, but I also think the tire issues are being created through these bumps. Series of bumps through 3 and 4.
I couldn't tell if it was
the inside. Hamlin on the outside.
Haley on that outside line, top of 3. He's got some help with him.
Oh, into the wall they go. The 11 now also caught up in it.
The whole
Haley.
Buescher trying to go into the middle there on the 31, on the 16. No, the 99 just loses it. Denny wrecks.
Well, the 31 just lost it too by himself in that top lane.
I wonder if it was rain.
Well, yeah, I mean, both leaders are in clean air. They both catch their car. That tells me that there's something down there that's reducing grip.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, guys, there were a lot of drivers saying, hey, it's raining. Why are we racing right now? And that could have been the result of what happened there.
Watch this 31, right? Watch him. He's a clear indicator. Inside lane, very top. All right, as they roll through here, see right there? He's sideways.
Yeah.
The 11 sideways.
The track is wet. Parker. Oval. And it just turns that 42 sideways. Oh, man, massive, massive impact for the outside wall, the 54 and the 3. The 3 somewhat lessened a little bit of that blow when he collects the 6 as well, but
They're still wrecking up.
You know, we talk about pushing and how important it is, but Brad Keselowski has caused a lot of wrecks on these races.
Got into a fight at Kentucky after the Xfinity Series race there in 2020. You saw Zane Smith checking up, getting hit by Joey Logano. That sent Smith up into Austin Dillon, and then Austin Hill comes in.